Hello BBN. During the Kentucky and Louisville match, or rather confrontation, there was a small fight and even an armbar between Pope and Pat Kelsey. Did you see it? Was it a scandal or funny? No one expected that. Let's talk about this fact. But first, subscribe to the channel to receive more news from the Cats. The rivalry between Kentucky and Louisville continues to produce memorable stories, and the most recent episode seems to have been taken from a comedy script. During the Wildcats' 93-85 victory over the Cardinals, it was not only the intensity of the game that caught everyone's attention, but also an unexpected scene starring coaches Mark Pope and Pat Kelsey. With less than 5 minutes left in a heated match at Rupp Arena, things heated up on the Louisville bench. Players and coaching staff got into a small scuffle, and in the midst of the chaos, Kentucky coach Mark Pope ended up starring in a moment that has already been circulated as an instant classic on social media. Eyewitnesses and cameras caught what appeared to be Pope grabbing Kelsey in what many described as an arm lock. Although no one was penalized, neither technical nor physical, the situation generated a mix of bewilderment and laughter from the crowd. Pope himself seemed unconcerned about the incident after the game. Looking at the scene, it was funny. It was all just an attempt to separate the people involved in the scuffle. Was it pure instinct from Pope? Probably. It was just to make sure Kelsey didn't go the wrong way. Very funny. This moment was a perfect reflection of the intensity that a rivalry like Kentucky versus Louisville carries. The duel was physical and exciting, with the Wildcats needing all their energy and concentration to overcome the Cardinals. Despite having almost constant control of the scoreboard, Kentucky was unable to open up a big lead, forcing a tight contest until the end. Led by a solid collective performance and fueled by the deafening atmosphere at Rupp Arena, the Wildcats secured their third consecutive victory over Louisville this season, extending a dominance that has lasted since 2008 at home. Kentucky's performance showed why Mark Pope's team is considered one of the most promising teams of the season. The coach, who is in his first season at the helm, has already made it clear that he understands the weight of local rivalries and what it means to win at home against a historic opponent. Pope demonstrated not only tactical ability, but also a human and relaxed side, something that could become a differential in strengthening the relationship with the players and the fans. On the other hand, the scene between Pope and Kelsey could be what will be remembered from this duel for years. It's not every day that you see two coaches involved, even in a slight way, in something as surreal as this. This rivalry, which is already known for its on-court excitement, has now gained another comical chapter for fans to recount. After all, for those who follow Kentucky, defeating Louisville is never just a victory. It's an event, and if it comes with viral-worthy moments, even better. For Mark Pope, this victory means more than just a simple triumph on the scoreboard. It's a milestone in building his identity as the Wildcats coach and a reminder that, at Rupp Arena, Kentucky remains untouchable against the Cardinals. Whether Pope will continue to win games and memes, only time will tell, but for now, Kentucky fans have plenty to smile about. Let's keep moving forward. What about football? The Kentucky Wildcats continue to show that the program led by Mark Stoops is more active than ever in the transfer market. Saturday was marked by a double defensive conquest that promises to bolster the Wildcats' already competitive defensive system. Following the arrival of defensive end Sam Green from USC, it was linebacker Landon Watson's turn to announce his commitment to Kentucky, cementing a significant day for the program in Lexington. Watson brings with him a trajectory that combines raw talent, perseverance, and a history of adaptation. He began his career as a 3-star recruit in the prestigious 2021 class, when he was ranked among the top 500 in the country and received significant offers. LSU, Arkansas, Florida State, Michigan, and Penn State were just some of the programs that competed for his signature, which already showed his potential. Initially opting for TCU, the linebacker struggled to establish himself and, after 2 years of limited opportunities, found a new opportunity at Marshall, where he exploded in 2024. Last season was a turning point in Watson's career. In 11 games, he accumulated 65 tackles, including 4 for loss of yards, in addition to an interception. His numbers demonstrate not only productivity, but also a sense of positioning and reading the game, attributes that have become increasingly evident throughout his career. His defensive grade of 63.5 assigned by PFF may not be impressive at first glance, but it is important to contextualize it. He played a central role in a Marshall team that demanded a lot from its defense, and, upon arriving at Kentucky, he will have the structure and support necessary to maximize his skills. Watson is a strategic reinforcement, especially with the holes left by the departures of Jamon Dumas-Johnson and Derrick Jackson. These vacancies open up space for new leaders on the defensive unit, and Watson seems prepared to embrace that challenge. His combination of experience, athleticism, and drive to prove himself in a conference like the SEC makes him one of the most intriguing pieces on the roster. Under Mark Stoops, Kentucky has emerged as a program that not only develops talent, but also aggressively seeks to fill critical holes through the transfer portal. Watson's arrival reflects the staff's ability to identify players who, even if they're off the radar of the big headlines, have the potential to contribute significantly in the right context. Surely, 2025 will be a much better year. In addition, it's worth noting that this move reinforces Stoops' reputation as a coach who prioritizes defensive solidity. He has built his career valuing players who combine intensity and intelligence on the field, traits that Watson seems to embody. The SEC demands exactly that: athletes who can adapt quickly to high-level competition and perform under pressure. Watson, now with a new stage and new opportunities, will have the chance to prove that he belongs at the top of college football. With the recruitment of Sam Green and Landon Watson on the same day, Kentucky is sending a clear message. The program is committed to competing not just with names, but with a philosophy that combines strategy and execution. What will the next season be like? Let's wait and see. Keep following the news and subscribe to the channel, and also comment on the news.